A living room with more than 100 square meters? The shopping guide was dumbfounded after listening, and blurted out, "This is too big, right?" Jacob chuckled and said, "Thompson's largest villa. Can the living room be small?" The shopping guide's eyes were full of shock, and he hurriedly said, "Sir, such a big living room, then you can buy more furniture to look less empty." After that, the shopping guide hurriedly led him to a set of classical sofa and introduced, "Sir, our set of 3221 classical sofa is specially designed for villa customers. There are 8 people in total, being able to sit down, and it is very atmospheric." Jacob stepped forward and touched the armrest of the sofa. He was very satisfied with the slippery touch. He curiously asked, "What price is this set?" The other party said, "Sir, this set is made of Hainan classical, good quality wood, and old material. If you like it, we can give you a cost price of 1.98 million. Oh! Jacob was startled and said, "You are expensive." The other party explained, "This is made of Hainanese materials, good materials, so the price is naturally more expensive, but your Thompson first-class large-scale villa is worth hundreds of millions. Such a luxurious villa requires such a set of sofas." Elaine frowned on the side and said, "What kind of a ghost sofa? A set will cost almost 2 million. After buying this family, you can just sleep on the sofa." Jacob glared at her, and then said embarrassingly, "This set is too over budget. Is there a cheaper one? For example, the price of Burmese rosewood is not much lower than that of Hainan?" The shopping guide said, "This set of Burmese rosewood costs about 1 million, and we don't have it in stock now." After finishing talking, the shopping guide added another sentence, saying, "Most people who deal rosewood still like Hainanese materials, but Burmese materials are really not up to the standard." Jacob smacked his lips, feeling a little regretful. Buying a sofa set for nearly 2 million, which obviously exceeds the budget too much. After all, not only buying a sofa at home, but also other furniture and appliances in the living room, furniture for at least 2 bedrooms, furniture for the dining room, and appliances for the room. Bedroom furniture and dining room furniture don't need to be so good, but at least a few $100,000 are enough. So if want to buy a good sofa, the budget cannot exceed 1.4 million. So he hurriedly asked the shopping guide, "If I order a set of Burmese materials, how long will it take to deliver it?" "This." The other party thought for a while, and said, "It will take a month for less to say. You know, this kind of timber is more troublesome to purchase. When the timber comes in, it will be sent to the processing plant for processing. It will take a long time to send it to Orus Hill again. This is too long." Jacob thought to himself, "Can't the living room even have a sofa after moving in as a family? It seems that he can only look at other cheaper sofas." As he was thinking, he suddenly heard a familiar voice, and said, "Is the boss here? Can he accept second-hand old furniture? Hainan classical." Jacob turned his head subconsciously, and suddenly looked at his big brother Noah, who was walking into the store. Noah didn't expect that he would meet Jacob's family here. When he thought of his current desolate appearance, he almost subconsciously wanted to turn around and leave. At this time, a man suddenly walked out of the store, looked at Jacob, and hurriedly asked loudly, "Did you say you want to sell Hainan classical furniture?" Jacob was confused by the boss's question. "I'm obviously here to buy furniture, how can I sell it?" So he said to the boss, "I'm here to buy furniture, can you understand it?" The shopping guide also hurriedly said, "Boss, this gentleman wants to buy a set of classical furniture." After finishing speaking, he pointed to Noah, who had just come in, and said, "This gentleman is selling furniture." The boss suddenly realized, and hurriedly said to Jacob, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake." Then he looked at Noah and asked him, "Sir, are you selling furniture?" When Noah heard Jacob say that he was here to buy furniture, he really wanted to turn around and leave. After all, he didn't want Jacob to read the joke either. However, this store is the largest classical furniture store in Orus Hill, and it is also the most affordable store for second-hand classical furniture on the market. If he turns around and go, he might lose a dozen or so less when he goes to other stores. So, he could only bite the bullet and said to the boss, "Yes, it's me. I have a set of Hainan classical sofas and chairs that I want to sell. They are all old things." The boss hurriedly smiled and said, "Okay, we mainly make furniture for Hainan classical. Where are your goods? Is it convenient to take a look first?" Noah glanced at Jacob awkwardly, and said in a low voice, "The goods are in the car, and the car is in the parking lot. You can come and see with me." Looking at Noah at this time, Jacob was secretly surprised. Because of the disappearance of Horia's volume, Noah has been very upset recently, and at the same time worried, so the whole person has lost a lot of weight, his hair has turned white all of a sudden, and he looks quite a little down. Jacob had never seen such a decadent big brother. And Noah's side was followed by Mrs. Wilson and his son and daughter. The four relatives all looked decadent, especially the Lady Wilson, with ugly expressions. The thought of selling the valuable furniture left by her husband made old Mrs. Wilson feel like a knife cut in her heart, not only hurting but also bleeding. Suddenly seeing Jacob and family also here, her face suddenly became more ugly. Jacob hesitated for a moment, but he walked over and asked, "Mom, brother, why are you here?" "Humph?" Noah said coldly, "What? We are still in this place?" Jacob hurriedly said, "I didn't mean that. You just said that you want to sell a set of Hainan classical furniture. Isn't it the one that our dad left behind?" Noah suddenly became angry, and blurted out, "What does it have to do with you?"